How many shops, businesses and apps store data about you, do you think? I bet that if you just look through your email and the apps on your phone, you'd find at least 50. Our world is increasingly data-centric, and in my PhD I've been researching how this affects people. The problem is that once a company stores data about you, they use it to make decisions instead of talking to you. And if it's wrong or out of date, this could cause real problems. You could be judged unfairly or denied access to services you're entitled to. I've interviewed all sorts of people about their data so I can figure out what data really means to us and what sort of role it should play in our lives. I've found people think about data in different ways. To some, it's your property. You want to keep it safe and stop companies from taking it. To others, it's part of you. It's your precious memories that you like to look through. But almost everyone agrees tables and spreadsheets are boring. What makes data valuable is when you can interpret it in relation to the real people, places and events in your life. It's the information within the data that's important. But today, our data is locked up by companies and exploited for their profit. By holding our data, they have all the power. I've found there are two distinct things we need: data control and access to information. Because of the way the world is, you need to be kept aware of what data is held about you. You need to be able to see it and understand it, so that you can fix mistakes, decide who can see what, prevent misuse and keep control of your life. But you can get so much more from your data than just control. It's what it tells you about yourself that makes it meaningful. If you can reflect on your own behaviour, you can set goals to improve your life. You need to be able to explore and make use of the information within your data. So I'm figuring out how businesses can build this more human-centric world where people can use their data for good. What we need is an information operating system for everyday life, something that deals in people and places instead of files and apps. Now, one idea that does this is called a personal data locker. Imagine storing your credit cards and address in one safe place that you could update and companies would ask to access. Or being able to browse all your TV viewing history in one place, regardless of where you watched it. For this to work, we'll need to embrace new business models where we pay for the value we're getting rather than giving up our data to advertisers. But the biggest shift we need is for organisations to treat data as a shared resource that we curate together. Then we wouldn't be cut out of the loop, and businesses would get better data with built-in consent. Businesses that talk to us and involve us will always have better relationships with us than those that rely solely on data. Because at the end of the day, data is static, but people's lives are always changing. The complexity of human life can never be reduced to a record in a database. What I've shown in my research is that to address the power imbalance that personal data use creates, we need to ask more of our data, and we need businesses to make room to put the human back in the loop. Thank you.